Hey everyone, it's Rich Taylor here. 1 minute before FOC, just like we like it, because we keep those good books close to the vest to the last second. Since this FOC is officially passed as of 14 seconds ago, we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and reveal the release date, so you can get a jump on that. Call your shop or what have you. But let me remind you, we're Popcorn Culture. We're a content creating company, entertainment company. We also dabble in online platforms, social media like IG, Twitter, and we're into collectibles and pop culture media and music and extreme sports and all sports. So yeah, it's a good time to be alive. Let's go. Let me remind you guys, like, comment, subscribe, share. Appreciate y'all. All right. Boy, I need to probably wipe my camera off. So here we go, guys. I don't know if there's anybody in the chat, but probably not. But you'll probably catch us on the rewind. So here we go. I know a lot of us didn't we didn't have a chance to read books last week because we do Thursday, long short, and everybody does on birds on Nearing Nirvana's channel. They do a 3 hour show, 3 hour show on Thursday nights, and then Friday we have Hot 10 and Almost 10, and then Saturday we have MCM. Wednesday we have the flagship show. Beyond Wednesdays on the Brian McClay collectibles show on Wednesdays. That's our flagship show. So it's been busy. So I apologize in advance if you're pissed that you didn't know earlier. So mark your calendars. This is your release date. So let's go back. So you remember this run? It's going on right now. I believe this is issue 1. Decently ordered. I wouldn't go too heavy because you're your first in the guts appearance of Kat Dennings' character. Such a lovable character, quirky character. I forgot her name. What's her name? Anyways, I forgot, but it'll come to me. And there's cover A. Now let's fast forward and get to issue number 3. Okay. Now, issue number 3 has a cameo of a character that we're all have been solicited to by Marvel Comics. It's supposed to be a big bad rival to Scarlet Witch, which we'll talk about in a second. But there was another character that showed up in here and seems pretty important, and she seems like a good guy, and she seems like a heroine, and she looks like Punchline. She's pretty, and she looks like they're gonna. I don't know. I could be grasping straws here, but you guys tell me. Let's get into the guts. So here's the beginning of the book, and this is spoilers for issue 3. So if you're privy to that, just catch the rewind after you read it. But so at the beginning of the book, you got Kat Dennings' character Marcy or whatever her name is, and you got, I believe, America's Chavez here. They're strolling through, like, I don't know, where is that? Hell's Kitchen, New York, or Lot Kill, New York. They're scrolling through. Great day. Then they cruise up to I don't know. Is that Viv Vision's other? Not Viv Vision, but her sister or something like that, or is that a mutant? I don't remember her name, but I believe she's a mutant. I think her first appearance was in a Silver Age X-Men, and then she became what she is now in a bronze, early bronze, late age X-Men. Going on in the story, so they're talking, they're chit-chatting. What'd you do today? Oh wow, I really like how green your hair is. Like, did you have to bleach it like 40 times to get it that green? She's like, hello, I'm a mutant and I have green hair genes. No, they're not really saying that. I'm just I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'm just showing you pictures. Now, they hear a sound. There's a sound at the door, and they're like, what the hell? So they start, pulling shit out of their fingers. I called her America Chavez. I meant to say Wanda Maximoff. Wanda Maximoff's, her eyes are glowing. Kat Dennings, she's thinking, oh gosh, she's thinking of the next joke she's gonna tell, because I don't think she has any superpowers or fighting abilities. Matter of fact, she melted like ice cream in WandaVision, but that was another story. Then these, and here's I love this panel right here, second panel where Wanda's eyes light up, and I mean, you could see Magneto, the soul, all the soul of Mephisto and Scarlet Witch in those eyes. It's just insane. Um, but yeah. So anyway, she's getting ready, and these things come through the door, and it's not two things; it's a person, and it's a new character. It's a new character, and you know, I'm screaming through the book, and I go, man, this character is definitely new, and it looks like Punchline. Okay. I didn't read the second half of the book. I just saw this one page. Well, I went back today on FOC day of all days, last minute, read the entire book cover to cover, then read the solicits for tie-ins, anything close, or the upcoming issues. Okay. Here she is again. All right. And she's got some issues in the, so I guess she reveals like she's I believe she's part of an organization that dwells, and a political organization that not dwells but resides in the quantum realm. Okay. And she gets out of the quantum realm. She was subatomic, so she has pen powers. We know that for a fact, so keep that in mind. I don't know if it maybe a Cassie Lang variant, who knows, but she's telling all of her issues, this and that. And then they go hunting. Hang on, Frankie. They go hunting right here, and this is an important page. I'm not going to read you the bubble, because that brings us to the book that was on FOC today. That is Scarlet Witch #3, the second print Sarah Pacelli interior art, which gives you your first appearance of the new character that looks like Punchline and looks like a good a super heroine. Her name is Marge. There's no fandom Wikipedia info on this character. I only found one press release, and it was they were talking about Scythia. So, and then you get your cameo of Scythia. But long story short, I don't know if I'm saying Scythia right. Scythia. This is the guy from Swordmaster, I'm guessing, right? So mark your calendars. The release date on this is, I think it's April 26th. Okay. And I don't think shops ordered hardly any of these, but you have your first appearance of a character that nobody really identified. Maybe a few content creators. I'm sure somebody did, but nobody in our circle, not that I talked to or heard from, of Marge. And that's this Punchline character. And look, there she is right there on the cover. Fully right there, looking all cute, all cosplay, medieval and shit, ready to take that savage axe and just fucking anyways, yeah, so pretty cool. It's going to be a low print run book. I would guess 3,000 or less. There's no 125 incentive as of right now, and FOC has officially passed. And unless Penguin Random House is deciding to go renege on their contracts, I don't think that's going to change. So make sure you write it down. Scarlet Witch #3. This is the second print edition. Sarah Pacelli interior art. First appearance of Marja, and her should be her first cover appearance, unless another book comes in between with her on there. But I don't think so. I just don't think so, because I think somebody would have said something. So. All right, here's the other book that was on FOC today. This one, I have mixed feelings on print run. I'm not even going to try to guess. I believe this is the last issue of Strange Academy finals. And this is issue 6. I believe it's a 6-issue miniseries. I think that's what Brian was saying when it was on FOC issue 1, or when it was new to order on the Penguin Random House. But badass at cover A. But if you look at it a little bit, you got the school, you got the Eye of Agamotto, and kind of like the iconic, like I guess you can say like the symbol of the school, the Strange Academy. The kids, the school, the teachings, they're like one big family, and that's cover A. That's pretty cool. Here is a Ramos, and this was open to order, so be aware there will be a lot of copies out there, but it's pretty cool. Ramos is hit or miss with me. He likes to do this really colorful. Every character that's ever been in the arc or in this story, I like to put them all on the cover, and that pretty badass Doyle Dormammu right there. Now. Oh yeah, and this idiot. I don't even care about this. I hope they. Anyways, here's the one though. This is your book of the week. I'm sorry, incentive of the week. and it's the only incentive that I ordered and Brian ordered as well. So, Strange Academy Finals number 6. I believe this is issue 6 of 6, unless it's a full 12 issue. But I'm pretty sure it's only 6 issues. But if I'm wrong, tear me up in the comments. So if it is the last issue, we have last issue collectors, niches, whatever. What up, guys? I'll hit you up in a second. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me. Strange Academy Finals number 6. This is now. Not done here, but this is the 1 in 25 incentive by guess who? Skottie Baby Young. When the hell is the last time we seen him do 1 in 25s with this kind of stuff going on, like early, right? In the run. So I don't even think they were. I mean, did he do an incentive for this run, or were they all open to order? I don't know, but we have the baby, we have Daddy Dormammu on the right, or I don't know who that is. Maybe that's the uncle. But guess who's all looking all Sorcerer Supreme 616 and up? Doyle Dormammu. So unless there's a cameo somewhere, I went back and connected the dots. But this should be first full appearance of Doyle Dormammu, Sorcerer Supreme in the 616, and your first cover. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but even if it ends up being a second or cover or whatever, this is a sick cover. And when you see a Skottie Young do a 1 in 25 on something like that's going on right here, my ears perk right up. Shout out to Mel. Mel is a brother of mine. He's a good friend of mine. We've gotten to know each other pretty well over the last 3 years. We've gotten kind of close for two people that live so far away, and we don't really do content together due to the fact that, Ultra and I guess some other person don't care for me that much. And I understand we're people, and I respect them, and I respect their wishes. So I just steer clear. But Mel's my boy, and we were in Flipside, and then we were in the Flipside general chat. And this isn't the first time this happened. And you know what? I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Brian Springman taught me this when I was in Facts. I don't know if you guys know Brian Springman, but he's a pretty well-known speculator and investor in the community. He runs a spec group. It's very big. It's a Patreon, and he gives really good lists, and he's always on time. I mean, if you're looking for a guy who's going to be consistent and give you really good books that are going to be good ones, you got to get in this group. Unfortunately, me and him, we're both alpha males, and what happens when two alphas just, like this, just didn't work. So I wish him the best of luck. We went our separate ways, but he did show me this, and I took it going back into Flipside. It was me, Mel, Mr. Longshort, and we were talking, and it was Daredevil number 25, and it was 2 days before release. I wasn't doing FOC lists at that time, so I wasn't even paying attention. But I did read every single issue of Daredevil's, Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil, okay? And I own every single issue, and I own every single cover, at least one copy of those covers. Now, there's no incentives for that run except on issue 1 until issue 25 came. That was the first red flag for me, okay? Larry's Comics goes on to Twitter maybe 10, 15 minutes later, and he's got the books, and he doesn't spoil it, but he goes, something huge is coming in Daredevil 25, okay? The info was privy to us because we're all I mean, I don't know, but they're all the Flipside and Brian and Longshort, they're all friends with him. So they didn't want to be spoiled. They wanted to try to figure this out. So I go like this. I go, okay, well, on Daredevil issue number 21, I think it was 21, there was a Daredevil Iron Man helmet that had Daredevil, Mac Murdock, Daredevil, Iron Man HUD helmet under display. Not the Vision, but the actual like helmet, and so I'm thinking Daredevil Iron Suit. Wow, this is crazy. They're gonna go this way. It was the same week. It was the same week that King in Black number 1 was dropping too. So then we were worried. Okay, this might have something to do with Elektra, and we're thinking, okay, Elektra's gonna get a symbiote. Big fucking deal, right? So Mel goes, you know what, man? I'm not gonna take any chances. You guys figure it out, Because I just went to Midtown and they got plenty of 1 in 25s, and they're like, I think he said they were like $28 at that point or something. Tons of cover A's. Nobody knows this stuff. So me, long short, it's ultra, and it's and mind you, at this time, me, ultra, and long short, we just were oil and water. But when it came to speculation, we respect each other in that sense, and we were just going at it with each other. Like, what do you think? We're building off it. Mel's in there, this and that, and I'll never forget what Longshore said. He said, "Well, it's definitely with Elektra, and I think she's going to turn into some kind of badass." And I go, "What if she's the fucking next Daredevil, bro? Because Matt Murdock is in jail right now, because at that time he was in jail." And then Mel goes, "Holy shit." Longshorts makes some calls, and he confirms with Larry. He spoils it, says, "Yes, Elektra is going to be Daredevil. The book's going to go crazy." So we went to Midtown. I went 10, 10, 10. So I got like I had 3 incentives. I think they chopped me down to 3. I had 10 of each cover. The King Black cover was badass. A week and a half later, I get a box, and I flipped them all raw. I get a box in the mail of 25 cover A's by themselves, and 1 in 25 that I completely forgot to order, that I ordered on FOC, because I remember I saw the 1 in 25 and it just didn't signal, because we talk about so many books. So I ended up getting 25 more of these books and another 1 in 25, and that 1 in 25 ended up being really nice. So I kept it. I still have it. I'm going to grade it. It's beautiful. And then I think I have 1 cover of the other 2. But yeah, so that's what's happening here. Maybe, I don't know. Am I missing something? Skottie Young doesn't really do a lot of incentives. We have a last issue incentive on Strange Academy. Strange Academy doesn't really do incentives, especially with Skottie Young. And you got Doyle Dormammu, all kind of grown up, like a teeny bopping young 20-year-old or whatever, in the Sorcerer 616 Sorcerer Supreme costume or whatever they want to do, and Dad's over here selling a debt settlement because he couldn't beat Strange in the MCU. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me wipe off my camera. I was doing a lot of stuff today, working and messing with my dog and stuff, so I apologize. But yeah, we got 8 people. I'll hang out. Let me go ahead and hit the chat, and let's check out some news. Shout out to Thoro. I want to go ahead. I've known Thoro for a long time. I've never met him on a personal level. I really want to. Fortunately, we don't talk as much because he's busy and stuff. I've known him. I knew him. I think I met him like via Discord or something, and then we started chatting on eBay or something like that. It was right after he was. I think he either retired or he left the police department. And I believe he was in New York. He was a New York Police Department cop. But anyways, and I just love the guy. I mean, he, for a lot of people, he's an acquired taste, but he's been pretty solid. I love the guy. I have a lot of respect for him. But shout out to him, because he was dropping some really solid news, rumors. He was I loved it. And I got a sneak peek of some of his sources, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, he's using real good sources, and his show's taking off. So keep an eye on him, because I think he's got a really high ceiling, Thoro, and shout out to him. Check out his last rewind with Jonathan Majors Kang issue. Watch the entire thing, guys. Great information, great news, great speculation, and shout out to him. Let's go ahead and hit the chat. Jersey to the Bay. Thank you so much. Righteous Flipper, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Southpaw, man. Hey, I loved you the other day on Ferdy's show. I would love to go collab with you, bro. All of us would, of course. Brian, I'm sure Ben would, or what have you. You're our people, and I really liked your responses to Ferdy, and I even mentioned to Brian and Ben, I was like, oh man, Southpaw Brad's just killing it on the responses. So great job the other day. I haven't had a chance to check out your channel, but I did sub up. I'm going to start watching your content. I'm just a little busy with getting licensed in 5 states right now. It's so stupid. It's so hard work, but thank you. And you were great. Righteous Flipper went ahead and says, Skottie Young covers for $1 are always a pickup for me. 100%. I buy all of them. If there are 20, I will buy. 100%. It's funny you say that, Righteous Flipper. I'm going to show my PSA, my 50 card PSA I should say my 50 card PSA decision because I've changed so many. I'm going to show my submission and we're going to do the blind unboxing, but I also did a 50 book CGC submission. I've already pressed like 27 books. I think 6 of them are a buddy, this guy named Armin I'm buddies with that became a customer. His are added in there, but I'm going to tell you, here's what I'm going to go. Hey, this is what I sent in. You guys can crush me or you can agree. And then we're going to blind unbox them. But yeah, so it's funny you say that about the Skottie Young, because one of the books that's in that CGC submission, and this is some cornbread for you guys, but Symbiote Spider-Man #1. Okay, so it was supposed. I don't want to say under ordered, but I know that it was around COVID or maybe right before it. Maybe it was a year before it. But I know the series didn't really do very well because the orders literally dropped like, I think like 65 to 80%. I don't know the exact math, but it was ridiculous. Well, for issue 1, there's an all black suit baby Spider-Man going upside down on the web. And that fucker is tough and high grade. I think there's only a few on the pop, and I've seen a few raw sell for like, I've seen one sell for $75. That was really nice. And I also saw an outlier sold for like $5, and then I saw another one sell for like 25. Nobody was pumping the book. So I went ahead and I knew I had that book. I had one copy. I checked it out. I said, wow. And I pressed it. It came out good. So I'm going to slab it up. I'm thinking, okay, Secret Wars, I got a 9.8 of this thing. And once that freaking black suit hits Peter, because I think it's going to be on Peter, I think that Symbiote Spider-Man #1, Skottie Young, and any black suit variant that is either low print run or really sick art or a key or all together is going to do really well. I think people are going to go crazy over black suit Peter Parker. I really honestly do, because the MCU is doing it. So just wanted to share that with you. And great call, Righteous Flipper, on the Skottie Young $1 covers. And remember, a lot of those Skottie Young covers also that weren't incentives before the year, the publishing year, I think of 2017, were percentile qualifiers, we like to call them in the speculation investment circle, content circle, but the retailers call it what it's really called, retailer unlock variant. Yeah, so that adds a little bit of mystery to what the print run is too. People claim there's less or more because you had to buy this book. Nobody knows. Nobody has a record. So, but yeah, so great call, Righteous. All right, Righteous Flipper and Brett. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, man. Brett, I mean, hey, if I'm coming on too strong, I apologize. I was really impressed. You took me really by surprise, man. I honestly, I didn't know what you look like. I was like, oh wow, okay, this guy's good. I like this guy. Very, very confident. And then your responses were just, I loved them. I didn't agree with all of them, but I thought they were so put together and they made so much sense. So I would love to collab with you someday. Hit me up. We follow each other on IG, I believe. So anyways, well, that was all the slides I made. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about baseball, because it's opening day, and I want to go ahead and talk the 2 fantasy teams that I just drafted. And I want to know, I'm going to show you guys the layout. And I think Brad, by the way, Brad Selden, Esquire, I consider him a really good dude. I'm pretty sure he's mad at me right now, pissed off at me, or maybe he thinks I'm mad at him or something. No, it's just he understands because he's really busy as an attorney, but I'm really busy too. And I was putting this contest together, trying to get us all to draft. I worked really hard to try to get us all to draft on time because I had to change all these rules because a couple guys that are in our crew didn't like the way we had it set up, and they kind of quit right at the beginning of the season. So I wanted them to have fun. So I worked hard on the league, and people started like flaking at the last minute, and we can't draft until everybody's paid through this system called Yahoo Cash. And with Yahoo Cash, it's a third-party payer, but it runs through Fantasy Sports. And as you guys know, Fantasy Sports isn't legal in all 50 states when you use a third-party regulated oversight lender, bank or whatever, like Yahoo Cash, payer or pay, whatever you want to call it. So Florida is one of those states, and Brad's from the 305, and he said he was having trouble. He was getting kicked out. So I think it was like the night before. I said, "Hey, could you do me a favor?" Ben said he put the this that, and can you check that? And he didn't respond. And then like in the morning, I hit him up again. He didn't respond. So I figured he was busy. So I just just cut the dead weight and move on. And he said he had another league to draft. So if you're watching, Selden, you're my boy. I love you. You're my Esquire. And if I'm ever in trouble in the 305, I'm calling you. Or if I have a contract to negotiate or whatever, because I applied for my license in Florida today, so hope to God, fingers crossed, I get it. And if we do, and I end up getting sued, maybe I'll hire you. But anyways, yeah. So there's that. And here's my fantasy. Here's the first fantasy team that I drafted. It is the scoring settings. It's the basic 5x5 category. So it's a weekly move. You have to. Sorry, I poked my eye. It's a weekly, like you have to you change the lineup on a weekly on a daily basis, and then you can pick guys up throughout the week. And what happens is you have 5 hitting categories. So in this one there will be, and I'll show you in a second, I'm going to pull the screen up. There'll be like runs, RBIs, home runs, average, and I think the other one is stolen bases. Okay, for the pitching categories, there's wins, saves, strikeouts, ERA, and whip, because those are like your main categories. We're not talking like cybermetrics and stuff. So whoever wins at the end of the week, by the end of the last Sunday night baseball game on ESPN, every single week, whoever wins more categories and whatever wins that week. But here's the thing. You don't just get one win. So if you beat somebody in 7 categories, and they beat you in 3, well, you're 7-3, and they're 3-7 in the first week. See what I'm saying? Well, this league, Ben doesn't like that setup. He's not used to it. So I did maybe like 4 hours over a week of research to find a really good scoring system for rotisserie style. And what rotisserie style, and I'll bring it up in a sec. It's not a categories. You kind of just like best ball in fantasy football. You just draft kind of one team, and then whoever has the best, end of the year stats ends up taking home the bread. Well, this is a little different. You're going to have to you have lineup changes in this, and also we get to drop and we can trade players as well. So I did that. I put that all together. Yeah, and it was kind of a pain in the ass with everything going. It was kind of a bummer to see. I'll be honest. I went in the draft yesterday, and the only guy that showed up was Renna, and Eric, of course. Eric Hurd, he's always great, and I thank both of them or whatever. And then I go, I gave Brian the guilt trip. I'm like, man, you don't even show up, and I was just messing with him, and he just blew up my phone. Like I could hear the emotion in it. Like I'm like, no, I'm kidding. So he was really cool about that. And so let's go ahead and look at those teams and tell me what you guys think. All right, I had to pick up. Can you guys hear me now? Can you 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 guys hear me now? Hello? Hello? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anyways, the what I was showing the teens, my dog is like crying like crazy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him, so I'm trying to help him out a little bit. But usually after I do my live streams, I'll go back and I'll edit. So what happens is that the audio that's on my mic, I have my cell phone right here, and it's always on record. So I record everything that I usually talk about when I'm live or whatever on the side, so I can work on editing when I edit videos. So what I'll do is that it's still going right now. Once it's over, I'll go ahead and trim that, and I'll edit it into the video. So if you guys want to come back and hear what I was actually saying, I said some pretty cool stuff. My dog is going crazy. I apologize. But yeah, so it would have helped Stick Boys though if instead of like 50 messages with one letter, you could have just like DM'd me on IG or something. But hey, you know what? Appreciate you, and I can't wait to get on do some content with you because I'm gonna break those drumsticks. No, I'm kidding. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. I think I made you a moderator. I'm not really sure. Selden, are you mad at me? I said some pretty heartfelt stuff, how much I love you, and it'll be on the rewind and the edit. So yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. This dog's going crazy. I don't know what's going on with him. So and then my sister's in the hospital. I got to call her. My dad's in Vegas. I'm gonna do a show this week, and it's gonna be. Oh shit! Let me put my dog down. I got to tell you guys about this book. I can't wait. All right, one sec. Frankie, go lay down. Lay down. I'll be out there in a sec. All right. Before we go. All right, here we go. I was gonna wait until tomorrow, but now I'm starting to think about it. The book is still $8 for like a 6.0 to 8.0 copy. I mean a 6.0, 4.5 to 6.0 copy. You can get it between $6 to $10 shipped. Captain America Silver Age book, key issue, and then the higher grade, I even saw 9.6, I think, for like $129. I was looking for Mark Jewelers, but National Diamond inserts, but I don't think they make it. But here you go. There's some news just came out today, and it hit the trades first. I think it hit deadline, and it was an update on a rumor in February on Captain America 4 New World Order, and so let me go ahead and get into that, and let me tell you who showed up today. So this person, well, with all the news with Secret Invasions or whatever, Captain America. I just want to say Captain America 4. I hate that New World Order bullshit. Sounds so. Oh, I just hate it. I just hated it. Anyways, yeah. So this was announced, and they couldn't confirm it because it didn't come from an actual Disney credible source that wanted to go on the record. But the person, the two people that it was one person's story, and then they went ahead and continued running, are like two of the most reliable people on this whole scooper stuff. So, but like I said, with that Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit closing down, you got to watch it because now this might be an open might be like all bets are off for these some of these insiders, so they can get more clicks on their sites, and they might rehash rumors, theories galore, sometimes straight bullshit, so they can milk it as much as they can before that studio spoilers subreddit comes back or another one grows that keeps those guys accountable. They don't. That's what was so good about Marvel Studio spoilers. It not only was like a one-stop shop to get all your theories and then all your rumors and then all your rehash rumors from the clickbait sites and then all your announcements, all your leaks and stuff like that. But what was really good about it is the mods took it really serious, and they really cleaned up the shit that just was rehashed or shit. And the ones they trusted and put, and put a lot of faith in, if they're wrong, they would make them accountable. They would call them out. I don't know how many times Charles Murphy and I used to follow each other. I don't know how many times that Charles Murphy used to just put these on his personal account, these tweets out of nowhere, like, I hate Marvel Studios spoilers Reddit. Like, we're human beings. Like, and he's loved in that subreddit when it was around. He is loved. Everybody most people love him, but he's a perfectionist, and he doesn't want to put out any stuff. But the problem with him is he's a hothead. He has a fucking big mouth, and he's pissed a lot of people off. So I don't think he's going to any cons or anything soon, but he's great at his job, and he has a lot of good information. But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. A lot of lazy speculators, they just go to that Marvel Studios spoilers Reddit subreddit. I'm not talking Reddit. I'm talking just that subreddit. And they scroll down. They just scroll down. They scroll down and they say, oh, okay. Oh, that's news. That's rumors, this and that. And they move on. Okay. And they go to the market and see what's moving. And then Key Collector puts something out, or typically Nick's ahead of everybody, like at least like 2 to 6 hours when it comes to like that kind of stuff. But yeah, and that's how they do it. Now they have to actually go to these insiders, scoopers, rumor makers, clickbaiters, whatever you want to call it, actual platform, their personal, their business platform, their actual website. They need to find who said what back in February, because you said Cosmic Circus, but they're saying, somebody, you're going to have to do this due diligence. That was what was good about this Marvel Studios spoilers subreddit. Like I said, I'm not talking about Reddit. I'm talking about that one, because they did a lot of that for you. They sifted out a lot of that trash, and they kept those guys, even the good ones, accountable when they shouldn't have been too aggressive. So anyways, here is the news, and then I'll let you go. Captain America 134. Now this was a rumor that came out in February. It was a hot rumor. It was a love interest to was it Anthony Mackie's Captain America or Nick Fury's wife? I can't remember which one, but it's a really nice young actress. They just casted her today. She won't talk about her deal, but a credible source on Charles Murphy's Twitter is saying that she is playing this character right here. Let's see. Let me pull it right here. Series Captain America. I'm going to share my screen. All right, here it is. These are cheap, man. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying, like, when I mean, it wasn't the first time, but once I heard this again, and it was actually brought out pretty detailed, and it sounded like it had a little smoke. I went and bought 2 copies. I got put a best offer. One guy had it for like $26. He said it was an 8.0. I put in $18. He came back at 21. I bought that. That was on Mercari. And then I bought one, just buy it now. The guy said mid to high grade, but it looked crisp, and I just went ahead and bought it for his asking price. I think it was like $20 plus shipping. But anyways, that is Captain America. This is 139. Let me go ahead and get the screen up here, and let's go. I went ahead and used Key Collector because it was the fastest. Plus, I love Nick's app. It's so like user friendly. So that's Captain America 139. Okay. And what's so cool about that is that in that issue, you have your first appearance of Layla Taylor, which is the girlfriend of Falcon, not Anthony Mack's Captain America, Falcon. So I went and did the deed. I went and did the dirty for you guys. Did the got the elbow grease, did the dot connections or whatever, and I did a little bit of research. And she's not in she's in like, I think she makes like 45 to 50 appearances throughout Marvel Comics, but it's nothing like has anything to do with Anthony, or not Anthony Mackie. I'm sorry, Sam Wilson's Captain America. She's in the source material, which is the comic books, as Falcon's real close friend or significant other. So it's interesting. They don't have her named, but it should come out pretty soon because we're getting closer, and it seems like there's a lot of smoke where that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up one more time. If you guys want to bite, right now is the time to do it because they're dirt ass cheap. They are dirt ass cheap. There are no newsstands. There's only it's funny, there's no Mark Jewelers. I thought there would be, but for issue 138 Captain America and issue 141, there's a National Diamonds insert edition in there. And I was going crazy looking for it today, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I just bought these copies, but they're cheap. A couple of sellers have caught on, and they went ahead and raised their price because I remember I went back and it was like $75 or something stupid. But if those slabs are still there, I think there was a 9.6, a 9.4, but the 9.4 was White Page's old CGC label. Might not be in press, could be an older. could have a gem there if the book pops. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up one more time, and we'll go ahead and wish you farewell. Here we go, Captain America. And this show was not planned. I literally I wasn't gonna say anything about the I wasn't gonna say anything to anybody about the Scarlet Witch 3 second print, and then the Strange Academy 125 Young. I mean, half 90% probably know about it, but I hadn't heard anybody talk about the Scarlet Witch 3 second print with her on the cover of the new character that nobody caught. So I wasn't gonna go. I just called Brian and said, "Hey, me and you need to order this book, at least 1 or 2 copies." I don't know if it'll pop out the gate, but hey, guess what? It's definitely a really cool character, and it seems like it might have a little bit of legs. So we did that, and then Brian's a big Doyle Dormammu fan, and he loves Dormammu as well. He loves the flame. He loves the cover art, and I go, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you," and I told him about it, and he's like, "Oh shit," and he loved it. So we ordered. I think we got from Bird City or Wanted Comics. I think we got like one apiece. Maybe not Wanted. I think maybe Bird City. I don't know. It was like 45 minutes before FOC, and he like texts like 50 people because he has all these connections. All right, here you go, right here, and that is Captain America 139. Hey Mac, what's going on, man? I need to talk. I wanted, or not need to, but I wanted to get a hold of you anyways. A couple people got to me, and they watched our show when I first started, when Brian came on and stuff, and we're on there, and they were like, "Oh yeah, is that the dude from the CBSI Spec group, Mike Tyson?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Mac. Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, he's cool, man. Bring him back on." So I was gonna say, "Hey, man, we got to get you back on the show." Okay, so there it is. Captain America 139, dirt ass cheap. It's early bronze, late silver, 15-cent book. And one more time to give you the specs on that book. That is your first appearance of Layla Taylor, the girlfriend or love interest of Falcon. The rumor first circulated around the second week of February, and then the trades released the news today, and Charles Murphy reiterated, so did Daniel RPK. So, all right, guys. I love you all. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Sticks. A Jersey to Bay, you're getting a wrench. Blood Sausage, you should have a wrench. I remember you were one of the early ones. Let's see. Righteous Flipper, you're getting a wrench. You guys are all my people, and you guys have shown me a lot of love and support. Thank you, guys. Take care. Oh, I have free time right now because I'm doing the licensing stuff. So if you guys need books pressed right now is the time to do it. I don't really like quoting dates because I have all this stuff going on, but right now I can do a 25 book submission in probably less than 2 weeks, and I'll have it at CGC in less than 2 weeks. Okay. If you want to do like a slow burn where you don't have that much money, you want to pay me over time, I can do it 30, 90 days. I'm getting really good results with sometimes bad books when it comes to 9/8. So I love y'all. Take care.